Watch.
It's really bad.
Danielle Grant is starving.
Now, she is one of the people that has complained about food and snaps, right? But we'll get to see what happened and I'll drop commentary at the end as to why this is a serious issue. When you guys voted for Donald Trump, you should have considered this before voting for him.
When Donald Trump and Republicans changed the rules for SNAP, over 100,000 Illinoisans lost federal food assistance their families desperately need.
Over 4 million people. Over 4 million people. Over 4 million people. And you guys don't see that as a problem. Over 4 million people. Crazy stuff.
Look, it's unconscionable that Washington is taking food away from families who are most in need.
Crazy.
And while we can't reverse the damage that Trump Republicans have done, Illinois is stepping up.
Thank you, Illinois.
The pain.
The video of the man saying that white people were mad because they thought SNAP benefits were only for black people, and now that they're mad that their food stamps are being taken away too. What? Except I lived in the South, so I have seen this before. Matter of fact, my best friend, I met her in college and she was pregnant, okay? That little boy, sweetest little boy, but she was on like WIC and food stamps and healthcare and everything too, right? As she should be. She needed the help. She needed the assistance, okay? We were driving the car one day. She would not shut the fuck up. She was like, I'm so mad at people taking my tax dollars and blah, 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 and we shouldn't be paying for other people's healthcare and I don't want to pay for other people's food. And I finally go, girl, you know you're the other people, right?
Crazy.
And she was like, huh? And I was like, the health insurance that made you be able to take your little boy to the doctor yesterday,
Crazy stuff.
I paid for that. The food that you eat that you put on your table, I paid for that. My tax dollars paid for that. Like, you are the people that you're talking about. How are you going to sit here and trash talk people when you are the people? Like, you have WIC, you have food stamps, and you have health insurance for you and your child. And you're going to sit here and trash talk people who use government aid. What? And anyways, they're mad now. They're mad now that their shit's being taken away too.
Am I a bad person because I got a little smile on my face when I found out that 42% of the people that receive SNAP benefits are white people in red state?
Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to cut off SNAP benefits to people in America. And that affects millions and millions of people in America and certainly in Massachusetts. We're currently evaluating what we can do. Obviously, it's a time to give as much as you can to our food pantries who do a wonderful job. I'll be meeting with my anti-hunger strike force that I stood up a while ago to talk more with them about what we can do to feed families here. But it's unbelievable. The first time in American history that a president, during a shutdown, has cut off food to families. That's what's happening right now. It's a choice that Donald Trump is making. He can choose to reverse that. I strongly urge him to do so. Don't take food away from people. Don't take food off the table of Americans.
Don't do that.
About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day, because I personally need to eat more in the middle of the day to be able to accomplish all that I have to do during the day. By dinner time, nighttime, whatever. If I'm hungry, I can just fall asleep through it. It doesn't really matter. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work. I've worked since I was 14 years old. I have a college degree.
Wow.
But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're going to do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money. So yeah, I'm glad some of you are happy.
I'm pissed off. Donald Trump stole my food stamps and I'm not happy at all. Currently, we were getting like $800 a month in food stamps, and that helped us a lot. And then he caught on that I been making some money on TikTok, and basically they sent me an email and they're like, you can't get it anymore. You're making too much money, and now I make too much money. It's kind of stupid to me, because like it doesn't matter what I make on this stupid little app. I'm still not making enough to have $800 in food stamps. I think I deserve it. Like, And then to make matters worse, he of course had to take my housing too. So now we have to pay out of pocket for our house. So this is ridiculous. Like, my daughter stopped paying me half of her check because of her stepdad. Now I have to pay rent, and I don't get my $800 a month in food stamps.
It's really bad.
Danielle Grant is...
This is what you voted for. How many times are we going to say this is what you voted for? You guys, when we're telling you from the beginning, this guy is going to do this, he's going to do this, he's going to do this. He's going to take away your food stamp. He's going to take away your SNAP, your health, everything. He's going to do that. And you know, you guys were like, oh, don't worry, he's going to cut down on tax. He's not cutting down on tax for you. He's doing that for the big corporations. That's the people he's cutting down on tax for his peers, his friends, people that like him, his category, because that's where it's going to benefit him. And we're warning you guys. And the crazy part of the whole thing is that when you thought he was going to cut food snap, you thought it was about the one of maybe the black people or the immigrant or whatever. But look at it, it's going to affect the white people. And let me tell you how bad is it. It is so bad that you guys voted for him to send out the non-immigrant, the immigrant people and the undocumented people. It's so bad that you guys voted that he sent them out. Not just that, now your price of goods are high and everything, and you can't afford to buy food or buy grocery. And at the same time, your snaps are being cut. Can you imagine the level of poverty and pain you will be going through? Can you just imagine? Nobody to help you, nobody to help you work on the farm. There is no farm workers, there is nobody there. And at the same time, there is no extra money for feeding for you. None. None. And that is because of what happened. One single vote that you casted. It was one vote, just one vote, and that is what has brought you this predicament. It's insane. It's insane. Let's continue.
starving.
I know. I'm trying to see if I can get some food because we literally don't have anything to eat today or tomorrow.
Crazy.
So we're gonna try to make ends meet, and we can.
Desperate for
See,
food, nowhere
can you
to
imagine?
go. Grant and many others got to the Hope Line today just to make an
Nowhere
appointment
to
to
go.
come back
Crazy.
later in the week for food. Resources are slim, leaving 40% of
This is what we are
Bronxites without
complaining
money
about.
to feed themselves. Some still in shock.
You heard things before, but it's like
Without money,
they're not gonna let
workers,
people starve. That's
no
ridiculous.
workers.
You know, but it's like no, that's literally like what's happening.
We hope the food pantries maintain open, because if they don't stay open, I really don't know what we're going to do next.
We asked people their reaction to hearing that the Trump administration will partially fund the SNAP program. People say it's not going to do much. They have families to feed and already struggled at the end of every month when they were receiving the full amount.
Wow, not enough. At least it's something to hold on, but I think everybody's gonna have to get a second job.
It doesn't really last a whole month. You know, probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and then by the last week you gotta scramble to find, things.
This couple has 4 kids. The mom says pantries aren't always reliable.
They have limited supply, or by the time we get to the front of the line, then it's really nothing there. So it's hard.
She says she's holding on to faith. Meanwhile, others are worried hunger will drive crime rates up. We don't know how much money will be reloaded onto people's cards and when that will be. In Longwood, Lindsay Tanney.
I voted for Trump, but I gotta say, man, I don't feel warm and cozy about this one. I don't agree with taking people's food.
Say, I'm sorry. I voted for him. I thought he was going to help folks like me. I really did. Now my SNAP's gone, my Medicaid's gone. They cut off my heat and help last week. I don't know how I'm supposed to buy groceries next month to keep the lights on.
We don't want to hear shit when you lose your Medicaid. We don't want to hear shit when you lose your SNAP. We don't want to hear shit from those states when FEMA doesn't show up for your tornadoes, hurricanes, and floods this year. We don't want to hear shit when you figure out that those tax breaks are not for you, but they're for the rich.
Bro.
We don't want to hear shit when you figure out that no tax on tips and overtime ain't even real. We don't want to hear shit when you figure out that he is increasing the debt ceiling by trillions of dollars, which is going to cost us a lot. because we try to tell you.
We tried to tell
so
you,
you're
yeah.
excited about this bill passing. Just remember, when all that shit happens to you, to not open your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is the first president in U.S. history to cut off SNAP benefits to people in America.
Period.
The cruelty is the point. They want you to starve. Let me say that again. The Trump administration wants you to starve. There is a reason that they're getting rid of SNAP benefits.
And they don't get it. They don't seem to understand that.
A bit of a crisis here, trying to find out how I'm going to pay for food for the month. They closed my case. I think yesterday. I just found out today. So, yeah. I mean, I'm getting a lot of people like saying, "Go Trump! Oh, yo, he's so awesome." Nothing. Wastes of life. I have no food now, so this kind of sucks. And you people still support him?
I voted for him for lower grocery prices. He promised me cheaper prices on groceries. And that has not happened. Not only has that not happened, I am getting my food stamps taken. I am getting my cash assistance taken. I am getting my Section 8 taken. I am getting all my welfare governments taken. I did not ask for this. I would not have voted for him if I knew this was going to happen.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You dumbass.
What do I do now?
You are dumb.
What do the people do now?
You dumbass.
The ones that regret their vote. What do we do?
We don't
Can't
care.
go out and get a regular job.
We don't care. Why can't you get a job? Get a job.
It's not even about. It's not even about, these families being separated from their loved ones. It's not about these 5 and 6 year olds getting their families taken away from them in the middle of a school day. It's not about any of that. It's about me and my food stamps and my
Exactly.
assistance.
That's what you guys are.
Me.
That's exactly what you guys are. This is exactly what you guys are. About me. Selfishness. Outright selfishness. Very self-centered bigots. That's what you guys are. Because of it's about you. You feel like, oh, immigrant mass deportation, I don't care. As long as it's not affecting me, I don't care. And I'm going to vote for him because I don't want our money lost. But now, guess what? It's knocking on your door. It's knocking on your fucking door. Evilness. It's like the evil is so much in your heart. It's about you. And guess what? You're going to starve. Not just your friends cutting you up because you're not going to get where to get food from. You're going to starve. And your child, most likely, oh God have mercy on that innocent child. Because that child most likely might fall sick tomorrow and there will be no Medicaid for that child. And you have to pay through your nose for that child. You pay through your nose and you would know and understand what you voted for. What nonsense. Outright nonsense. Outright nonsense. Crazy stuff. Let's continue, please.
That I'm the only one that matters in this country. I am taking my life back.
So I posted about white folks on food stamps, and one thing I kept seeing was that welfare was created for white people. I knew that it was created during the New Deal, so I did some more research because I didn't really know the whole story, and I thank you guys for responding and helping me learn stuff. So during the Great Depression is when we saw the beginning of things like Social Security, unemployment insurance. But here's the kicker. When Franklin Roosevelt built those programs, he had to make deals with Southern Democrats in Congress, the same folks who were big fans of Jim Crow, to get the support of these racist white Southern politicians. The programs were designed to exclude farm workers, domestic workers, jobs held overwhelmingly by Black, Latino, and Indigenous people. So right from the start, Black and brown families were pushed out of benefits so that white people could get them. Then we move forward to the 1960s, and there's this war on poverty. It finally opened up welfare programs more broadly, and that's when food stamps became permanent. Well, permanent, we don't know what Trump's going to do to them, but they lasted a long time. And guess what? The minute more Black and brown families started accessing this help, the politics shifted. Welfare got a new image and a new target. By the 1980s and 90s, with Ronald Reagan and his gang, they pushed the welfare queen myth. That's a racist dog whistle meant to turn public opinion against safety nets by blaming Black women for poverty that white policies created. That's the truth, you guys. So yes, welfare was built for white people, and when others finally got in the door, they tried to burn the house down. If you want to blame the right people, you got to get curious.
Like, somebody literally just wiped my food stamps off my car right now. Like, that shit is so fucking embarrassing. Like, I literally just wanted to get some food, and they kept on saying unauthorized. So I'm like, maybe I have to put it in. And my card is like, how the fuck is these people stealing people's food stamp cards when they phone out? Like, this shit don't make no fucking sense. Like, it's Sunday, I cannot call to get my food stamps. Like, I'm over it, bro. Like, that shit, wow.
That shit, wow.
Like,
Crazy.
I can't believe what the fuck is happening right now. And how the fuck is people taking people's food stamps? Like, how is that possible?
They do it a lot. They do it a lot.
I voted for Trump, but I gotta say, man, I don't feel warm and cozy about this one. I don't agree with taking people's food, their resources to survive. There's elderly, there's children. I understand there's people on the system that abuse it, misuse it, buy processed foods, however you want to put that. But what it boils down to is just like a kid in a grocery store that's acting out, screaming, acting a fool. You can't blame that child. You got to blame who's in charge, the parents. Now, the government's in charge of all of this stuff that's going on. Senate, Congress, whoever, the president, they're in charge of, you know, deciding who gets assistance, food, so to speak. They created a monster. Now they got to try to find a way to fix it. But I don't feel good about threatening if you're going to do it or not going to do it, because I don't know what the hell is going to happen. But you can't threaten people right before the holidays to take away all they have, is food to feed themselves.
Because it threats.
And their parents or whatever, and the children, right before Thanksgiving and Christmas. But it's ill-timed. It's not cool. I don't agree with it. I voted for Trump, but I don't agree with taking people's food. I pay taxes every day, and I'd much rather, even I know there's people that misuse it, I'd much rather take my money and feed my neighbors and the people that are, like, you know, not doing well and have no money or poor or whatever. I'd rather feed them than send all my fucking money to Argentina or Ukraine.
Wait, before I come to Argentina, Ukraine stuff, which people are misusing SNAP benefits? Like, which people are misusing it? These things are literally saving lives of people, and you call it misusing. Because you don't have need of it doesn't mean other people don't have need of it. You did not know when you're voting for Trump. You're talking about Argentina, Ukraine. You did not know that Trump was going to do this, invest American resources, American money into a war that is unending, that is financially draining. You didn't know that this is what Trump was going to do in the first place. You didn't know. Come on. Tell me something else. Come on.
Whoever's in charge of where our tax dollars go, they should all be fucking fired. They should have been fired at the beginning of the year when they found out how much corruption and misspending had been going on. The trillions of dollars pissed away.
Fuck, man.
Find somebody that knows how to figure out the taxes to make sure they're spent properly, not overseas. Enough of the bullshit. But don't take people's food away. A lot of people, that's all they have left to cling to is their food that they put in their stomachs every day. And if you take away the food, can you imagine what would happen? Tens of millions of people storming grocery stores, kicking doors in to feed their children because desperate times calls for desperate measures. And if you have nothing to eat, people already got nothing to live for. People are so depressed, anxious, stressed. I don't want to know what's going to happen. Yeah. But like I said, you created this monster. Now it's up to you to fix it. We created it. Fix the broken system.
I voted for Trump, and I don't agree with him taking away the EBT benefits from the American people. This is what I just heard.
It's what's crazy is how that you guys would say with the audacity. You have the audacity and effrontery to say you voted for Trump and you do not agree that he did this, he did that. From the beginning, from the onset, didn't you know? Were you not informed? Like, first, let's start with the mass deportation. Were you not informed? Then he moved to SNAP benefits. Were you not informed? He moved to Medicaid cuts. Were you not informed? And you know that this is someone that is currently in court for some cases. Were you not informed? And you guys just turn deaf ears and blind eyes to these things because as long as it's not going to affect me, as long as it's not going to affect me, but now it's affecting you. Come on, tell me something. I don't like this thing that you guys are doing. You are being watched. Girl.
A creator say. And so now my thought process is, were you not aware of what you were voting for? Not who, but what?
Were you not aware?
Because clearly you could not have been fully aware. So then that makes me think, when most people are voting, like, you know, with this past election, were we just making votes because Trump was a white man and Kamala is a black woman or a woman? Is that what your vote was based on, rather than what was going to come into play from each of these candidates? This is why we have to read. We have to read to understand why we are making the choices that we are making. This is mind-boggling.
Here's what I gotta say about all you people on TikTok crying about losing your SNAP benefits next month. Well, if you can get on TikTok and you got the energy and time to do that, then you got the energy and time to sign up to do DoorDash. I tell you what, hunger is a great motivator.
SNAP, I don't want to see my tax dollars going to feed these people. They're freeloaders. You can see them in the grocery stores buying steak and champagne and caviar. No way I want my money going to that. Yeehaw! MAGA. I can't believe it. I just can't believe MAGA. I walk away from TikTok for a day and a half. And my FYP is loaded with this kind of nonsense from these MAGA chuds who are screaming and yelling about SNAP. So Fox News, Donald Trump, somebody must have put something out about how evil SNAP is. And of course, hooked, fish on, right?
Yeah.
Every freaking time, because the Republicans and the MAGA chuds are so bitter and affected. They will rise to that bait every freaking time. Anything that will animate their hate and anger against somebody else, they jump right on board. No excuses needed, no reasoning needed, no higher thinking needed. Here's the deal. MAGA, if you're watching this, I know you're not, but here's the thing. I saw a report that said if you make $60,000 a year, 36 of your tax dollars goes to SNAP and feeding the food insecure. 36 big bucks.
Yeah.
Whereas 600 of your dollars goes towards corporate welfare and benefiting the ultra rich. Now, who should you really be angry at in this situation? Do you think you might be manipulated a little bit by the powers that be that are spinning you all this propaganda and stuffing it into your head? Do you think that might be a freaking possibility? Do you think you might want to step away from Fox News as a credible news source when they had to pay almost $1 billion freaking dollars for lying? But no, you keep going back to them because it makes you feel something. They make you feel. They make you feel hatred, anger, and it's all based on lies. It's all based on bullshit.
Do you want to know who will not be affected by SNAP benefits being cut? Undocumented people. They won't be affected. It won't touch them. They won't give two shits because they don't qualify for them. You want to know who will be affected?
Americans. Trump voters.
Help somebody.
Yes. That's the people that will be affected. It's just crazy that you guys don't know that you're the one that will be affected. You thought from the beginning that the people that will be affected are the undocumented people. That, okay, Trump is going to send them away. Trump is going to give them mass deportation. They will go back to where they're coming from. Their SNAP benefits will be taken away from them. Every form of assistance will be taken from them. Medicaid will be taken from them. But guess what? The shocker is that Medicaid is not taken away from them because they do not have access to it. They can't vote. They can't do any of the things you guys wanted Trump to come and do. Do you know the people that are going to be affected by them? It's you. You Trump voters, you MAGA. You're the one that will be affected by the Medicaid cuts. You're the one that will be affected by the SAFE Act, whatever bullshit. Because if you do not have your passport and some other credentials, you can't vote. You're the one that will be affected by the SNAP cuts and the benefits. Not of the undocumented people. I wish you guys understand that and think about it every time before you make a vote, because this is what you voted for. You're supposed to be concerned about what you are going to vote for, not about who you'll be voting for. You guys voted for this because it happens to be Trump, he's white, you're so racial bigots filled with hatred and grief in your heart. That's how you guys went ahead to vote for Trump. You went ahead to vote for him instead of understanding policy, that what makes America great tomorrow is about the policies in place and who puts in together to make sure that the policy doesn't just change America, but it benefits the American citizen. Now, over 10 million people have been deported since Trump gets into power. These people are people that would work and make food production easy, but they've been deported. Why? Because you voted for it. I hope you guys learn from this. Now you're crying that you want your SNAP back. You now want your SNAP back. Guess what? It's not coming back. And you're going to suffer for it. And to those that your Medicaid is cut off, you suffer for it because you pay extra to have your child being tested, for your child being treated. You pay extra. And that will be a warning for you. And you guys need to be cut off. Even as the SNAP is cut off, you yourself should be cut off.